You are now tuned in to the Mindful Exchange podcast.
Yo.
How y'all feeling today, man? Hey, we ain't been here in a minute, man.
Happy New Year.
In my Jordan voice, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna send the facts and say I'm back.
We here.
In my LeBron voice, I'm better.
Yo, we ain't been here in a little minute, man. It's
Woo.
like everybody been fucking.
You're right. LeBron is
Sick.
better. He got swept when he was young. He got swept in his prime, and he got swept when he was old.
Jordan lost in the first
God
round.
damn,
Stop it, bro.
Hold up, before we start having untamed, reckless conversation,
Sorry.
how y'all doing, man? Nephew, how you feeling, man?
Not too bad, man. I had a crazy weekend, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy. So the foundation at my house caved in.
Like the bottom of the
Yeah.
house type shit.
Yeah, it caved in. It was deemed unfit to live. So
Damn.
me and the wife just got a new spot on Water Street. The kids are moving. My daughter's got a studio lined up.
How long
Oh,
did it take
that's
you to
kids.
get out of the crib? Like, was
It took us like 3 days.
Oh.
He was out.
dope?
They're still there though, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're working with them to do that. But besides that, man, you know, grinding, working.
How's your New Year starting out so far?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Same shit, different toilet. Shout out Sharpie. Not too bad, bro.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I can't complain.
I feel you. Hoodro,
Yo.
how's your New Year starting out so
I mean,
far?
you know, new year, new me. That's my motto. I'm going to the gym, but it says GY with the McDonald's arches. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
it's
man.
the same gym though, right?
It's the gym though, you know what I mean? I be in there.
Yo.
I be in there like a doctor with my suitcase. You know what I'm saying? Eating burgers and fries. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm just playing. But now my New Year, you know, I'm motivated to be a better me this year, and so I'm trying to take control of the things that I can control and worry about that. So you know, I'm on.
You're
this,
looking good too, man.
I appreciate
are.
it.
You don't even realize that
You
your
are.
shit ain't fitting the way it used to fit.
I appreciate it.
A little
You know,
slack. You gotta get a new
Yeah.
belt.
I want to be a better me. You know what I'm saying? And I think being a better me starts with me pushing myself to be a better me. So you know that's what I'm really focused on. You know what I mean? Just trying to
Salute.
like I said, better myself in all aspects.
Yeah.
You know, and stop the excuses. You know,
Beautiful thing, man. Salute to you for actually putting that work in, because what I've noticed with you is a day and night thing, where it's like, not to throw a shot or shade or anything, but if you don't know how it feels to pursue consistency in the gym, you just don't know. So what I realize is the difference between you not knowing and knowing, because now you like, okay, even if I don't feel like being in this motherfucker, I gotta
gotta
go
be
and
in
do
Yeah,
something.
bro.
And then he realizes those are days when I don't feel like being there. He pushing me to do some more shit. So before you didn't know, you didn't have that education. Now you know we all the fucking same.
word. Like you know that be the hard part. Is like, man, I'm gonna tell you what. Like, the other day, it was just me and you in the gym.
Yeah.
You know, and because of the my situation with my boot, I can't do legs anymore.
Tell them what the
So-
situation with your boot is for whoever isn't familiar.
So, obviously, everybody knows I had my leg amputated a couple years ago. With that, I have neuropathy in my foot. So, for the past couple of years, I fought with diabetic ulcers on my foot. So I wore some dress shoes like a month or so ago, and I ended up with a blood blister, yada yada yada. Back, so now I have an ulcer on my foot. So I'm back in the boot to alleviate that. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to go to the gym. And we talked about before having phantom pain. So the other day I had the phantom pain, and I was up until like 3 o'clock in the morning. And you know, Curtis, that nigga, he be texting at like 7:30. Y'all niggas on the way to the gym? No, bitch. I'm trying to get this extra 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to put my leg on.
Word up. And so, you know what I mean? So I got there, you know, like I said, on a couple hours of sleep. And, you know, we always talk about how funny it is that when we were in our 20s, we can go out and be toe up till 3, 4
Yeah,
o'clock in the
bro.
morning, come home, get 2 hours of sleep, and go knock
right
out
to work.
them 10 hours like it's nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't even drink or nothing. I smoked a little bit of weed and went to sleep. And I was like, man, I don't want to go nowhere. I felt like I had a hangover. But just like he said, you know, my main focus, like I said, is I have a goal in mind. I want to be about 265 by June. That's gonna put me at about
You're not that.
5 pounds a month.
You ain't there yet.
That's
Nah,
realistic.
not at all.
Yo, that's
I'm-
very
I'm
realistic.
303 pounds right now.
Really?
Yeah, realistic
Wow.
is the goal.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying?
Like, you look 285, 260.
Yeah, that's.
I
I mean,
lie to
yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm feeling good. I do notice a little bit more, and I think that's more of the tone up. Curtis, that Cat be having me in there pushing that weight and pushing me to, do some shit that I'm not really ready for. But
Muscle weighs more than fat, too,
obviously, I'm ready for it.
I was
You know
gonna
what I'm
say,
saying?
I think
but
you-
I'm,
you
I'm saying,
are, 'cause-
obviously, I'm ready for it. I think I'm afraid of it.
Because you're not at the beginner phase that you were at. That's why I say that. Like, you've gotten past the. So I think now you realize that all I've been doing is educating you on things that I've educated myself on, and then physically have experimented with shit. Because now you're introducing workouts, thoughts on different rep ranges, things of that nature. That's why I said earlier, I think now you're realizing that we're all the same. Nobody is above the next motherfucker. We're
Yeah,
just
because it's just you versus the weight. It's
Yes.
not,
Yep,
you know,
that's
and,
it.
and that was my
That's it.
heart. And so, because he's been trying to get me to come for the last year and a
years,
half.
bro.
It's no Diddy. My bad, no Diddy.
No Diddy. No
So,
Diddy.
what is the? What
I
is
never
the,
say
what is
pause.
the-
I
what
just
is
know
the
it's the
Diddy?
first time
What-
I
no,
can
hold up,
actually
we don't
say
have
some
to
new
say.
shit.
We don't
Hold
have to
up.
say pause. We don't
What-
say
we
pause.
don't
no
say
more.
pause.
You don't
No
say
Diddy.
pause. You say no Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. You know what I mean? Like no Diddy.
Like Bad Boy Diddy.
Yeah, like no
Yeah.
Diddy.
Take that.
Take that.
No Diddy.
But he's been trying to get me to come to the gym for the last year or two, and so in my head, I'm like, I know Cap. I've known him my whole life. That nigga be in the gym savaging. I sit in amazement right now. Sometimes when we was in the gym, he's like, "Yeah, I'm about to just let me try this 320, bitch. It's 320, my
Yeah,
nigga. You about to go and get under 320 with nothing, with no help by your motherfucking self.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, come on, bro. So in my head, that's what I look at, and I'm like, nah, I'm not
Can
ready
I say
for that.
something though?
Yeah, but your goal is never Cap's goal.
Yeah.
No, but
your
that-
goal is your goal.
Nephew, that's what I was gonna say.
That was my point.
'Cause we have to keep it in perspective. Like, I came from somewhere where 320 wasn't shit.
Nah,
right?
but that was my
so
point.
I'm always in competition with myself. I don't care who's around, stronger, weaker. I'm always thinking about what I used to do, what I know I can't do now, but how
can I
close
get
can I
better?
get?
To
Thank
it,
you.
yeah.
But that was,
Yeah.
but that's where I was going with it. In my head, when I first wanted to join the gym, I battled with the competition
Yeah.
between people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But since I've come to the gym
Yeah.
and I've realized how we are together,
Yeah.
it's not a competition on, it's like, oh, we benching today. What you want on there, Germ?
Yeah.
Okay, boom, we put what I want on there. Oh, what you want on there,
Yeah.
Cat? Boom, we put, you know what I mean? So it's not, it's just you
real.
versus the weights.
Yeah.
And so that's what I had to learn.
Yeah,
And
your competition is only yourself.
Yeah.
and we talked about that. If I would have been in this state of mind last year, I couldn't imagine where I'd be at right now.
Honestly, where you're at now,
son.
honestly,
I
where
see
you're
what
at
you're
now
saying.
is crazy.
Because I think you said that a couple days ago, and I see what you're saying because you said that when we was in the gym doing the leg work and shit on Friday. Because it's like, yeah, son.
Like if I could have been,
We'd be in the same. We'd be doing a lot of this similar weight ranges and things of that nature. If not, there'd probably be a 20-pound difference. Not much.
But I mean, like I said,
20 pounds is a lot, though.
Because I'm not trying to get super strong. I'm trying to get a certain weight and then level, and then I'm maintaining.
Yeah.
But with them, they're still like climbing with the newbie gains and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
nah, bro. I don't want to get mad big, and I want to stay the size I am and be strong as hell.
And explosive.
I don't
yeah.
want to be 220 again. I don't want to be 250. I do want to be 215, but I want it to be a lean 215. I'm 205 now. So 10 pounds of muscle in the next year and a half, 2 years, to me is realistic, and I'm patiently trying to get it. You know what I mean?
but
Key
yeah, that's,
word patient, bro.
Yeah.
Quest, how you doing, good brother? I know I took Cap. I had to take Cap's place this week because normally he talks a lot.
Hey, Quest, before
Yo.
you jump in, I just want to say something real quick.
Fuck you, nigga.
Not to be sappy, but I'm proud of you, man. You've done a lot of work.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
A
Word
lot
up,
of work, man. And
Definitely,
you're
man.
looking. Honestly, I thought you was 260, bro. 305 blows my mind.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I appreciate
Blows
it.
my mind. It's got to be muscle, to be honest.
But I
with
mean,
you.
like I said, I think a lot of it, because
Recomp.
he pushes. Cap
Took me
push-
about 5 minutes to find that goddamn
he pushes.
applause.
He pushes in the gym, and like I said, when in the beginning when I said going from not being able to do a squat the first leg day where I just did 80 regular squats to 7 weeks after that, knocking out 225 12 times. You know what I'm saying? And that was after 4 sets of, that was after a 15-135, a 15-175, a 15-200. Then I got 12 with 225 on my fourth and last set. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dope.
that's big, bro.
And you went up to the 175 on the press the other day,
On
right?
the bench, yo.
And that was our second day of pressing for the week.
Yo.
And we did the incline, and I can't wait to. So we did mad. Hold up, let me stop because your voice just kicked into my head. Quest.
What up?
One, how has your new year been going? And two, what the fuck has been going on with your workout grind? Because you like Terminator.
Nah, son, my year is lovely. I've already started my 24 grind in 23. So, you know, the mindset is about longevity, strength, and resilience.
Yeah.
You know, like my workouts have been great, pushing it to the red line as far as my conditioning and my strength, and knowing how to compensate with the recovery, with the protein shakes, with the protein intake. I've been flirting around with my diet, trying to find my homeostasis that's going to allow me to continue to push my conditioning.
Yeah.
and
Where do you
my
think you're
win.
at? It's like, what do you think you need to push it even further?
Right now, I reached a new peak with introducing box squats that I told you about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I'm at a comfortable range where I do my heavy deadlifting, explosive, great form and all of that, and then I follow it up with
Yeah.
explosive box squats.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So it had my nervous system had to get accustomed to the new stressors.
Yeah.
You know, on top of the other shit, because I got like the kettlebell squats after that, where I do that shit with, you know, strict where I'm explosive,
That's
like
that
damn near
300
jumping,
shit, man.
jumping off the ground with 60 pounds in my hands. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I had to get, you know, used to having my calories in, but I'm good with as far as the workout shit. I'm enjoying it. This week was a lax week where my body told me, nigga, you better chill out before we chill you out.
Yeah, be like that, man.
So I didn't do legs today. And, you know what I'm saying? I did like 3 workouts this week. So this was kind of like a,
You did legs yesterday though. Getting that sofa in the couch.
yeah. But
y'all was moving some furniture
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
shit
that
like
sofa in
that.
the crib
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
That was legs like a motherfucker.
But I did cardio that day too with legs, you know what I'm saying? But this week, needless to say,
Fuck that.
was my chill week. But there was no chill about it, but chill in comparison to what I do. But
Yeah.
my workout shit's lovely. My conditioning shit is lovely. I'm good, man. Like, other than what we normally was doing before we had the little break, the only thing I've incorporated was some WWE entertainment, nigga.
Chilling. Nigga,
Chilling.
Nigga said, I'm cooling out
I'm
for
cooling,
now.
I'm
Like,
cooling out, bro.
I
Fuck
used some
that.
I used some WD-40 on my ankle today because it was a little ashy.
Yeah, a little ashy.
Shit.
Hey, yo, Quest, I got a joke for you. Ready?
What up, man?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Fuck.
Fuck who?
Fuck Dak.
Dak?
I hate that nigga, bro.
Yo,
I can't. Take that shit off your phone, bro.
Should I clap or should I? Because I don't know what's
What's
going
this?
on.
You
I don't
can,
even wanna
you
see
can
it,
clap. It's 41-16.
I don't wanna see
Green Bay.
Oh, I didn't know what was
Sorry.
going on.
Sorry, Kurt.
I
Sorry.
was trying
God
to.
That
damn.
nigga's so
Sorry.
trash, bro. He's so
Sorry.
trash.
But we're not gonna talk
I was
about.
waiting to laugh.
He's so trash.
He doesn't like his quarterback for the Cowboys.
I never.
Yo,
I
the
never
What's the
nigga-
quarterback's name? Dak.
Dak
Prescott.
Prescott. Yo, the
Dak
nigga,
Prescott.
son, the
Dakota
nigga balled
Prescott.
all year and then gonna shit the bed.
Bro, for the record, and I was at John's house when it happened. The nigga said downset hike, backed up 2 feet. I looked at John and said interception.
Here we
What
go.
happened?
Here we go.
What happened?
Here we go. Here
Yo,
we go.
so y'all be watching the
It was an
game
interception.
together? Like,
Nah, I'm watching the game.
because I can
I'm
only
watching the game
imagine
right
the
now.
energy. Oh, see, hold up, hold up. Put it up to the camera. See, this is shit you've been doing since we started podding, bro. Nigga, he used to just sneak the shit and have his phone over there acting like he talking to us and shit, looking down at his phone.
That nigga John said, "How you know he was gonna throw an interception?"
That's
He's
crazy.
Dak Prescott.
I could tell by the foot movement.
That's crazy.
Yo, so since ain't none of y'all gonna ask me how my year
I was
started
waiting,
out,
I was waiting.
I'm gonna facilitate this part of the
Hey
conversation.
Curtis, how was your year start out?
Cap, how was your year?
I need to hold something, man.
What you need, bro?
Hold up, let me put the camera back on.
Hoodie got a leg you can hold.
You two, I need 5,000 from you, 5,000 from you, and then hold on, let me put the camera back on Quest. I need Oh, you doubling up? I need 10,000 from you.
Hey,
thank
well,
you,
listen,
thank you, thank you.
Yo, this nigga
Hold
must
on.
think that he on board.
He
with
volunteered
Landon
for
already.
it.
Yo.
This
Hey,
is a binding
Put it on
agreement
me.
right
Put
here.
it on me. You can definitely get 10,000 calories from this couch right here.
Oh, shit.
Yo.
You can definitely get that right now.
Yeah.
You need 10,000 calories, motherfucker. I got that.
I knocked that
for
shit
you.
out at breakfast.
Just for legality's sakes, for when I take y'all to court, I never said calories.
You can sue me for whatever you want to,
I'm
brother. I
talking
don't got it.
dollars.
Yo, this
Dollars.
nigga, Cap think that he owned Park Place and Boardwalk, and we all landed on it.
Listen, I just need to hold something. That you asked how my New Year was going.
I mean,
I'm-
I can
I'm
let you.
trying to tell you.
I can let you borrow 500.
Yo, you know what's funny? I
about
told
50?
I told my daughter yesterday was my daughter's birthday, right?
Oh, happy birthday, Juliet.
So I got her
Happy
2
birthday,
cards, right? One of the
HBD.
cards, I didn't even sign my name on it. I just wrote Juliet on the outside of the card, and on the bottom of it, I said, "I thought you would get a laugh out of this, right?" The card was like, that shit was funny as a motherfucker. It said, you know, it's your special day, and I always like to do something good and nice for you, but times are so hard now that even this card is rented. So after you read it, I got to take it back.
Yo, that's real.
That's a good one right
hell
there.
yeah.
That's funny as a
She
bitch.
read that shit and she started dying laughing just because I told y'all before, like, usually I'm able to give my kids way more than what I give them for like what I did this holiday season, and what I'm realizing is more of a mental thing for me than it is an issue for them because they totally understand.
Yes.
But it hurts my motherfucking pride. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
So I'm trying to learn
my
how
wife, my wife goes through the exact same thing.
Yeah, son. I mean,
She has to do everything for the kids, and it's like they're 26 and 22.
yeah. And then, like, with my kids, Liz usually gets them, like, little stuff. You know what I mean? Like, she gets them the little stuff that I think they like that stuff more than
The big shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because I think the little stuff is the stuff that they need and what they really want.
Nah, I mean, like, so every year she gets, you know, those slap hands that are, like, sticky?
Yeah.
Since they were little-ass kids, she's
Yeah.
always gotten them that. So every year they've always expected that.
That's dope.
And that amongst all types of other little stuff, right?
It's nostalgic.
So shit like that are the things that I realized, like, damn, I got them, like, when they was little ass kids, I got them iPhones and, you know, the PSs and, you know, all the Jordans, and I was just going all out to get them the biggest, most expensive, nice shit ever.
Hell yeah.
Some of that shit is in my attic now, bro.
They came home.
let's go.
They
Let's
took
put it
the
on.
Jordans off, and they grabbed the slap hands and started slapping. them.
Yeah, man.
Let's put that shit on Facebook Women's Sale.
Listen,
Fuck how you talking about you need to raise some money, bitch. Like, I got some shit we can put on Facebook
That's
Women's
$5
Sale
right
too.
there.
you know what? Maybe we should do a mindful exchange
Garage
Facebook Women's
sale?
Garage sale.
live, nigga. We
Son,
bet it.
listen,
that's a whole
$5, $10, $10.
I
Let's-
got so
I got
many
some
kids'
shit.
clothes,
Listen,
bro.
because you know why? Listen, you know why? So yesterday we went to my grandkids. They play at the City of Light basketball
Yeah.
thing. So you know, Jariah comes downstairs. She got on her gray Nike sweatsuit,
Yeah.
and then she's got on the cement tins.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? So she got on the cement tins. So I said, "Ooh, I forgot that I got those for you." So I said, "Let me go on StockX
Real shit,
just so
son.
I can see if I can get some of them."
Yeah.
About 430.
460. I said, God.
Yo, you know what's crazy? So this is how much of hustlers my kids are. All 3 of my kids, I'm not even talking within the last 12 months, they were selling shoes
Back in the day.
way before I was even up on the fact that there were sites you could sell shoes
Shoes
on.
on, yeah.
Word.
But that's
I respect it though because they knew what it was, but it was shit that. So yesterday I was so when Juliet opened her card and shit, I was like, better. I gave her cash. I said, better that than an Apple Watch, huh? Better that than those boots I was asking about because all year I'm asking them about shit and they're getting older and it's like you can't find the shit that they want. You can't get as specific as you would like. Right. And she was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been trying to get her one of them souped up Apple Watches for like 2 years because I'm into tech.
Yeah.
She's into tech, but not like that. So it's
Yeah,
like,
fuck that Apple Watch.
yeah, she wanted that cash. Like,
Word up.
they all
I-
got checks from me for Christmas.
I
You know what I'm
get-
saying?
She said, "Fuck that Apple Watch. I go get me one of them."
I tried that one time.
A watch just like this.
Yeah.
Regular shit connects to my phone. I can
Yeah.
make phone calls. I can text message.
Real
I don't
shit.
care nothing about no Apple Watch.
And let me, I want to be clear on something. Shout out to my B Mills dudes, Dave, Bill, and Bart. So the year that I was sick with COVID, them niggas paid me when they didn't even have to pay me, right? Because I wasn't able to do any work. I was out of it, and they paid me very well, right?
Love, man.
But that year is the year they got the biggest checks they've ever gotten for Christmas. And I salute y'all for that. I appreciate y'all. But it's because of y'all now I'm trying to keep up with that shit.
Salute, word up.
That's
Real
what's up,
shit,
man. Clap
man.
it up for that.
Word
There you
up.
go.
That's big time right there.
Yeah,
man.
so my year has been going, I feel like my year is going to be really good because it started out, I always pray to God for me to have the attributes needed to fulfill his will for me, right? Instead of me trying to create the will for myself, which I've always done. So my year so far is going good because I feel like I'm learning fast. I feel like God has some things set out for me that you guys can attest to it, that I'm very stubborn, hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know, I just want to have the will, the attributes needed to fulfill the will God has for me. And I feel like slowly in this new year, that's how it's going. Like,
Yeah, I mean, progress is a process.
yeah.
With anything. You know what I mean? Nephew, I appreciate you shouting me out. I appreciate y'all always pushing me. Because this weight loss thing, y'all know me when I was in prime.
Nigga,
nigga,
we need to show
hooping-
some of them
hooping,
pics.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I-
I,
son,
might
like,
have,
bro.
I might have one of them old school pics when you was like, I don't know how many nigga
son,
pounds.
but you know what I mean? Like, progress is a process. And so for me, I've been learning over these last couple years that things can change if you want them to change.
yeah.
Kim.
And so that's my thing. Just like you said, you're looking for those attributes. I think we're all on the quest for the same thing because I don't want to be skinny, but I want to be able to bounce up the steps without getting up there being like, whew,
Yeah.
shit, boy. You know what I mean?
Because think about it. What was your natural? We were talking about this in the gym the other day. Like your natural state when you mentioned homeostasis quest. What Hoodie? What is your natural state? It's an athlete.
Yeah.
That's why you talk that athlete shit
the same,
because you're an athlete. So with me personally, I want to get back to where I was at when I was able to dunk. And granted, I might not. I think I could. Remember that one time we was in the gym, I grabbed the rim off the vertical and all that. That still don't mean I could dunk, right? But in my mind, I'm like, I'm trying to chase that.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact because I was telling my wife and everybody I want to get back to that state. Where I
Yeah.
was my freshman, sophomore year
Talk
football
that
weight,
shit.
255.
Running niggas over.
Yeah, I was where I wanted to get. Not to toot my own horn or anything.
Toot that mother. Is there a horn on this shit?
Last year,
I got
and a
one for
half-
you. Hold on.
Last year, and a half, I've lost 70 pounds in a year. and a half.
Salute, brother. Salute,
brother.
man. 70 pounds is a lot of
That's
fucking
a lot
weight,
of
bro.
fucking-
Yeah, I was at 410. That was my heaviest.
5 pounds is a lot, man.
I'm
Like,
at 359 right now.
He looked
Damn,
he looked like the biggest caramel dip cone ever.
that nigga, he a ex-football player too. He'll run your ass over.
That caramel dip cone.
I don't play with I'll tell
just
you
use your
what.
leg for
The
the
most
scoop.
dangerous motherfuckers on the face of the earth, in my opinion, are athletes. Whether you used to be an athlete or you still are. I say if you used to be because muscle memory is real, right?
Yep.
So if you spent time on a field running motherfuckers over, right, and you were at your lightest but your most balanced weight, subconsciously you can still do that. It might not be as fast or as strong, but the motherfucker going against you knows nothing about that until you hit
Hit
them.
them, yeah.
That's why you be looking at me like that.
Yes, that's
real.
why I be like, get the fuck away from me, nigga. He think I be playing, son.
Nah, because sometimes Cap in the gym, sometimes Cap will make you want to put this.
Yeah.
He'll make you want to put your hands on him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie
I'm
to
only
you.
human. I'm
He
only
gonna say
human.
some shit, and you gonna be like,
Put your hands on.
Yeah, but this nigga Hoodie be like,
I gotta
all right,
size
so
motherfuckers
I
up.
tell him like, yo, don't get too close to me, bruh. That nigga will get so close, like the principal, like Miss Huey at Beecher. When you know she about to snatch you up, he get mad close. Then the look in his face, I know he don't know what he look like, but I know you finna strike, my nigga.
Yeah.
And he's slowly inching towards you. And then it doesn't matter if we lift the same amount of weights or not. This is what I know about the physical body. You've been carrying around your weight for however long you have, right?
Yeah.
You're physically strong in a way my body doesn't understand.
Yep. Yeah.
People don't understand now.
It's not about me pushing 350 in the. It's not about that.
That's
I don't
facts.
give a fuck about the pull-ups, the running, none of that. If you can handle carrying your weight for 40 plus years, I understand that there's an advantage that you have that I know nothing about.
That's a
You
whole
don't
fact.
understand that. I do.
Yeah, I don't think about that.
That's why when you get close, I be like, get the fuck away from me.
Dice found
That's
that
why
out
I
the
don't
hard
let
way.
Marshall get close to me when he be trying to play with his hands.
Yo,
and
Marshall's
shit.
strong as fuck,
Because
bro.
Marshall is different. He's like a monster, right? Whereas he's fast like a little dude. Marshall is fast like a nigga that weighs 185 pounds.
But he's got that retarded nigga strength.
And he's got the retarded
So
strength.
strong, man.
My
It's
bad, my
'cause
bad,
he's
my
from the
bad.
island.
He got
No,
the, he
yeah.
got
Because he's
that,
from
he
the
got
island.
that developmental disability nigga strength. My bad. Let's clean that shit up real quick. Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. Marshall got that developmental disability strength.
Yo.
Marshall has island strength. There's truth to that.
Listen, I'm
Puerto
telling
Rico,
you.
Bahamas, Jamaica, them island people,
Yeah.
bro, they're just naturally
Something different about
strong,
him, man. I'm
bro.
telling you, like, I'll sit there and what was it, 450 that I fucking hurt my back on 2 weeks ago because I didn't really warm up and all that. I was like, let me just get this shit because I felt strong. Hit the 405 twice. Shit wasn't nothing, right? So Marshall is the type
You have
that
a weight belt on?
No.
nah. I never did this reckless shit in the gym ever, bro. Like, I'm ashamed of myself because my back still hurts a little bit behind it. So
For the record, me and Jetta did tell him that he was bugging
damn,
a couple
nigga,
of
no
times.
weight belt?
yeah, they did.
God
So I did warm up. I just didn't warm up OD like I usually have
Yeah.
in the last 6-7 months, man. I thought I was good, bruh. And within the first 4 to 5 days, my back started feeling better. But what I realized, I'm good moving around all day. But when I lay down to go to sleep in the middle of the night and in the morning, my
That
shit
shit.
hurt.
Oh yeah,
I
you
fucked
wake up.
something
You wake
man.
up like a Tin Man.
Yeah.
I just started feeling that
Yeah,
right now. when you
son.
Talk
said
that shit. The Tin Man.
It's a Tin
Word,
Man. Like,
son.
That's exactly it,
I
son.
know,
Like-
son. I know.
I
I
just
know.
started feeling that when you said that. I started
did I
going
do?
like,
Man,
"Look,
listen, you don't even understand being able to go and do what I want to do and having these restrictions. So we in there, right? And they in there starting to deadlift, and I've been getting into the deadlifts because I've been, being able to pull my weight and being able to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, I gotta get out of here. And I'm looking at, I'm dead ass in my head. I'm like, I gotta get out of here, man. You know what I mean? I'm looking, I'm like,
Doing
shit.
a shift.
I'm like, nah, you know what? I said, I gotta go. So I'm in there on the bike. I got 5 miles in 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there on the bike doing my thing. All I hear is cling, clang, cling, clang. So I got off the bike. I went and got some dumbbells. So now I'm in there curling and doing shit while I'm riding the bike because I feel like I'm soft.
Yep,
Because
yep.
they in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a feeling. You know
It's
what I mean?
real.
Because I want to be able to do what our plan is. You know what I'm saying? But it was all I heard was cling, clang, clang. Damn, Cap. Whoa, 450. God damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit was funny as a bitch.
It's
but-
funny, Cat mentioned that athlete thing because first time I met John, we was playing ball. And I put up a couple of buckets, grabbed some rebounds, threw some passes and shit. And John came down the court and he was like, yo, I'd hate to see you 30 pounds lighter.
How heavy were you at that point, do you
Like
think?
295, 305, somewhere around there.
How much do you weigh now?
359.
About 70 pounds lighter?
Yeah, would have been, yeah.
Yeah,
At the
so
point. Like, I ballooned up. I got married, got comfortable.
yeah. I mean, I guess my
Shit went boo.
line of question is you've always been a bigger dude.
Yeah.
So that's your natural element. That's your
Yeah.
like I was saying about moving around with hoodies weight his whole life. That's what you carry, my nigga. So if you drop down to like 180, your ass flying and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was different. So my metabolism stopped when I was 14.
Yeah.
Like, just quit. It was like, nigga, I'm retired. I went from 120 at 13 to 160 at 14. It just quit. And ever since then,
How tall are you?
weight gain. 5'9", 5'8".
Oh, yeah.
He's
short
he's-
as a
he's-
motherfucker.
Yeah,
man.
he's little as a bitch.
He's short. Shit.
He's little with big feet.
I'll take your leg off and we'll be the same height.
But you
That
just
shit
say-
reminds me too, like, so, you know, I'd be mad obsessive with these YouTube videos and trying to, like, so I'd be seeing mad people on the internet talking about, oh, I'm only 5'8" and I bench this and I do this, right? But is it just me, or don't you have to take into consideration somebody's height? Because say somebody's 6 feet and they weigh 200. If somebody's 5'6" and they weigh 200,
they're big.
they're way bigger than the 6 foot tall, 200-pound.
Yeah.
John has a theory about this, and I think he's right about it.
Yeah.
The stocky dudes,
Yeah.
like mostly, like heavy lifting, bench
Yeah.
press, leg press.
Yeah.
We're normally good
power-
at that
the
because
power lifters.
we don't have to lift as far. Somebody
Yeah.
That's what they
6'4"
say. That's
Yeah.
literally what it is
It
in the
is.
It's like to this day, I can leg
powerlifting-
press.
yeah,
powerlifting
community. Yeah.
Yeah, to this day, I can leg press a ton.
Yeah.
You throw $2,000 on there, and I get it up with the legs.
You know what's funny? And
No
this is
problem.
why I be pressing niggas. I have little legs. You throw whatever you want on that motherfucker and I'm pressing that bitch. It's a genetic thing. It has to be because I've always been like that.
Yeah,
You probably
that's
walked a lot
another
as a
thing.
jit too, though, because when I was a kid,
Oh,
I
yeah.
walked a lot.
Oh yeah.
So my legs, like, even to this day, I'm fat, but
Yeah.
I still got a definition in my calves.
Nigga, your
Nah, I don't
your
have
calf
no
muscles-
calves, though.
Your calf muscles is the same size as my core, brother.
stupid,
I swear to God, look, like listen, look, listen. His calf muscles is as big as a motherfucker.
Stand
like,
up.
listen,
Let's get that.
Like,
Hold on.
I
son,
can't
them
do
shits
it.
is big as hell. Like, listen, look, like, son, when you see how big his calf muscle is,
It's a whole ham.
That nigga kick the fuck out your ass.
kick. No,
I'm a donkey kick.
look, he
your-
can't even lift.
Lift
he
it
can't
up,
even-
lift it up,
He
hold up.
can't, brother. It's heavy.
How far you want him to go?
It's too heavy.
That nigga said it's
See the
too
TV?
heavy.
Oh, I see. Hold on. Let me go to the left one.
Look how look. You can't even see where his knee is. Look, it look like
son.
like thigh, knee, thigh. Fuck you talking about?
Nigga kick the fuck out your ass.
Son,
Yeah, my calves to this day is
that
crazy.
boy, he has
Yo, I
to. He
can't
has to wear
fucking
ankle
do it.
socks because no socks can go over his calf muscles.
Yo,
No
you
tube
trip.
socks?
No, not at all.
Tube socks turn into ankle socks?
Nah, tube socks, they'll roll down like them shits to be rolled up, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You is not getting a motherfucking
They gonna-
sock
they gonna
over
turn-
top of
they
that.
gonna turn
You
into
got you
booties.
gotta get some pantyhose or something, motherfucker. You gotta get some fishnet, bitch. You ain't getting no socks over there,
That nigga said
motherfucker.
pantyhose.
I swear to God, that motherfucker.
Nigga said some wires grocery
nigga
bags
said,
over that
boy.
motherfucker, huh?
That nigga
Yo,
said fish.
chill,
That's
Yo,
right.
listen,
I'm
I swear,
weak,
yo,
bro.
listen. His, and I'm not even trying to be funny or throw no shade. I'm just, you can look down. His calf is the same size as my thigh.
Which is crazy. Like, so I was a fat dude that was proportioned. Like, everything's big. This nigga was all top heavy.
Shit.
All top heavy.
Humpty
like,
Dumpty
Yeah,
nigga?
but that's what.
Question
No, it was worse.
He said Humpty
Like, he
Dumpty.
was like an upside down pyramid.
Shit.
Nah, but
no
you know,
jokes.
I mean, that's legitimately right. Like, I have little arms and little legs
Like,
because
skinny legs, bro.
I was built to be like you.
You got John.
You know what I'm
Jones
saying?
legs.
But then that's what
Oh
we-
yeah, see how he be see how Hoodie be sliding that shit in there when we was at the gym the other day. He was like, "Yeah, I think I'm naturally supposed to be skinny like you."
Naturally,
It's I'm supposed to be you, nigga. You supposed to be.
I've never seen somebody that big who don't eat pork. Like, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
and I can do mad cartwheels too.
Not no more.
Can you do a cartwheel on air? Or like, can we videotape this?
I can do a cartwheel.
Listen,
Let's see it.
I can't do it right. I want to practice one more time, but I do it on air.
Nigga,
no
how you
problem.
gotta practice doing a cartwheel?
Because
nigga?
that shit
cartwheel
is,
is.
I don't
We gotta
want, I don't want to
stretch.
bust my ass. I gotta
Like,
stretch.
yeah,
I'm
we
40
gotta
plus.
get the hamstrings going.
I ain't gonna lie. Remember how like a
Your
couple months
hamstrings
ago
and
I
your,
could kick
your
damn near the
hamstrings and your
ceiling?
Achilles
Yeah, I
are on the
remember that
same
shit.
string. Brother.
After that deadlift and shit, nigga, my back's so fucked up. I am the most flexible nigga you know.
Yeah.
But
That's a fact.
My shit is so fucked up that I can barely touch my toes now. That's how
You
I
do
know I
yoga?
got it.
Son, that's how my shit
Nah,
is
but I
too.
stretch
I don't
literally
eat
every
yogurt.
day.
No, I wasn't even being funny.
No, I'm not being funny either. I'm giving you a real
Yeah,
answer.
no, because we was joking. I ain't
We're,
want to think
we're,
that.
we're lactose
No.
intolerant. We don't eat
hold
yogurt.
up, hold up. But he asked if I do yoga.
I know. I said we're lactose
My
intolerant.
real
we don't do
response
yogurt.
is I don't, but I stretch every single day.
What about
I
Pilates
don't-
and shit? You don't do none of that.
And
either?
None of that.
I
I just
want to
take-
do that
I
shit.
don't take
I
days
want
off
to do
with
that
it.
shit. I
I
want to
heard.
do the yoga
I heard
shit.
hot
and
yoga is
Pilates.
like something crazy.
I don't know anything about any formal.
Yeah, none of
You
that.
do yoga in like 100. Like Did you wrestle?
It's
in
like
school?
it's
Not
like
at
straight,
all.
yo, it's like
Anybody
stretching
wrestle
in the
in school?
sauna. It's like stretching in the sauna.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the wrestling room
That
in the
sounds
high
like it
school.
would probably be beneficial right
It's
now.
always the
like,
hottest
have my
room.
muscle heated up.
Yeah, I need to fuck with that too.
Yeah, like, so it's always the hottest rooms. Like the wrestling room's like 110, 115.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
They want you to sweat. You know what I mean? Like they would drag football players into the wrestling room and wrestle them niggas.
Word?
Yeah, like the wrestlers are a different level, bro. Like way higher than the football players.
Damn.
And so they would drag you in the room. It's like 110, 115. So what I heard was
I
yoga.
have an
Hot
MS
yoga is
relapse
that.
in that room.
Yeah.
It's- you're doing yoga in 110,
But you ain't.
115
But
degrees.
you with a bunch of women, though. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I'm not. I
didn't
don't
know
want.
you
I don't
wanted
want
to
nothing to
work
do
out
with
with
this.
women.
I don't want nothing to do
I'm
with that
just saying what it
conversation.
is. I'm just saying what it is.
That's real,
What
though.
you trying to say?
That's real.
Women are yoga. They mostly do
Men
yoga.
can't do yoga?
I didn't say can't.
I'll
They
tell you
mostly
what,
That's
don't.
what he just said, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, he just
Liz's
said that.
dad told me probably about 12 years ago that I should do yoga because he did yoga. He used to go out to that what's that shit out in Golden Glow? There's like a Buddhist temple type shit out there. I don't know.
Oh,
what
yeah,
the
I know
fuck
what you're
it
talking
is.
about. I know
but
what
he
you're
used to
talking
go
about.
out there and do all type of shit and. He used to be like, "Yeah, Kurt, you should do this." And then when I showed him how flexible I was, he was like, "Oh fuck," you know what I mean? Like, "Oh shit." But it's only because when I got diagnosed the first time, I was locked up. So I literally I used to sit on my bunk, stretch, grab the end of the bunk because my back was always fucked up and I felt like I would be a victim being in jail
That
with a bunch of
environment.
niggas walking around all fucked up. So it was something I didn't have an option whether I wanted to do it or not. It was
yeah.
like either you do it or you might be a potential victim. my nigga.
Yup.
So it just became a part of my life. And my dad used to have niggas stretching when we was fucking in Jones Court, little ass kids, but he had us doing karate. I was always the hard-headed one that didn't want to take the lesson serious, but New and Roy used to be out there doing all kind of crazy shit, and I literally was like, fuck this shit.
I'ma shoot your ass.
A lot
I
of
didn't
people-
say it. Hoodie said it.
Yeah, like
Let me
a lot
get the
of people-
camera back.
I'm gonna say it to you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm handicapped.
One of us gotta have
If
a
you
good
fuck, if you fuck with me,
You're going to be handicapped too.
I'm gonna shoot you because I can't fight. Bitch, you sweep the leg in the Karate Kid.
I
I'll
call
be
his
on,
nephew.
I'm gonna be on the ground like a Ninja Turtle with no. I'm be like, oh, I can't get up. I can't get up. Nah, it ain't gonna be me. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'ma pop your ass.
I'm gonna blow your goddamn pinky toe the fuck
Yeah.
up.
People
You
gotta
look, like,
stop.
you look like you're running pretty fast, but guess what's faster?
Yeah, people-
Yo, but so real quick, so
Hold
since
on.
we was talking about the new year and everything,
Yeah.
and how it started and all that, I do want to talk about one topic. You know, we're gonna try
I
our
don't know,
new.
you're making me nervous scratching your do-rag like that. When
Yeah,
you
we're gonna
scratch
try
your
to-
do-rag, that means you about to get on
Yeah.
some bullshit.
Nah, we're gonna try to. We're gonna try our new format. So I want to try to keep us within the time limit. So it's looking
For
like
sure.
we got another good 10 minutes, and then we got to get up out of here.
That's it. What is this? It's only 37 I thought we was going to do an hour.
Okay, I thought we wanted to stay between 45 minutes or so.
I thought we talked about doing an hour, then scaling it back.
Okay,
to
well that never.
45.
So
You know
then we
you
got
can't
plenty
count.
of time then.
What you got
So-
going on after this? You cooked or something? What you
I
cooked?
did cook.
What you cooked, nigga?
Well, we made Salisbury steak.
You know how you can shorten up these podcasts?
bringing food. I know,
Yeah.
but I do bring food.
But enough that I could take home.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, the new year started for us great. Well, in entertainment, the new year started a little rocky because your boy Cat. We ain't been around,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
bring it
yeah.
up.
We
real
missed a
quick.
lot of Cat
We gotta
Williams
bring
shit,
it up
man.
real quick. Cat
Yes,
Williams
sir.
went on Club Shay Shay and went ham and cheese.
Yep.
Talked about a lot of things. And I had to do my research a little bit on some of the things that he was talking about. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say everything he said was super legitimate. All
it
right, but
wasn't.
I will say there's a couple things. Okay, so if a nigga says I read 3,000 books, that's a lot of books.
That's cap.
But if somebody read 100 books in a year, conceptually between people, that's just like reading 3,000 books.
No, the
So
fuck
you,
I
so
ain't.
you, so you saying that? You hold up. You saying he didn't read 3,000 books? Is that what you saying?
I'm saying personally, 3,000 books is a lot of books. But if you read 100 books, in my opinion, that equates to 3,000 books because
I got a
most
hook, line,
people-
and sinker for you.
Yes, sir.
So
That's 2 books a week.
I read. I think I told niggas I even read the back of the shampoo bottles, soap, all that. Right? How many food stamp books have you seen in your life?
A lot.
Oh shit! The nigga count them as books. That nigga Cat counted them shits as books, bro.
I mean, you
Yo,
know,
so I'm just saying, if I counted all the times I had a book of food stamps in my hands and
Book
I
of
sat on the
cards,
toilet
you know what I'm
and
saying?
I was reading the motherfuckers, and then Quest, what you say? A book of cards.
A book of cards.
I'm not
books.
trying to give Cat ammunition. All I'm saying is he didn't specify.
No, he
nah, I
didn't.
get it.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Did
he
he
did
say a year?
That's
he did
real.
say
a year?
But
What'd
he
he
did
say?
say he did say they weren't like picture books and they weren't them. You know,
A year though.
Let
He
me
said a year?
let me
That's
play
8.5 books
Let
a
me
year.
let me see if I can find a couple
Or a day.
seconds of this and see what he says. If I don't find it in like 10 seconds, then we'll keep it moving.
He said
So,
something
but
about
anyway,
3,000 books.
but he said
That's
he said
8.5 books a
3,000
day.
He said 3,000 books. But anyway, so we'll skip past that. We'll come back to that. So he was talking about Steve Harvey and Steve Harvey stealing a joke.
Not
Wha-
a joke, a character. He stole.
He stole his
Now
joke.
it was a joke.
No,
it,
no,
was
no,
it was a
no.
monologue. It was
No.
a monologue joke.
No, he said he stole what's it?
he stole
Mark
He's the Mark
Curry's
Cur-
whole,
Yeah,
his,
Mark Curry's
Mr.
whole
Coop,
character.
Mr.
Yeah.
Coop, hanging
And
with
he
Mr.
did-
Cooper.
and he did,
Yeah.
and I do have footage of where he did steal a joke. So Mark Curry back in the day, he said that his family was poor and his mom gave them all boxes, and so they went trick or treating in boxes. And this was like early on, like early
Curry or
Mark
Steve,
No, Mark Curry said this early 2000s, and in 2015 on the Steve Harvey show, Steve Harvey said, "Yeah, and you know my parents used to my mom used to make us be the same thing for Halloween." And we used to dress up as boxes.
Oh yeah,
The
I
same
did see
thing.
that. I did see that.
Call us UPS.
Yeah.
So he said that. He said he accused Steve of stealing jokes. He accused Cedric the Entertainer of stealing jokes. He talked about Kevin Hart being an industry plant. He said a lot of different things. Now, some people on our panel feel like Cat is a hater.
I just heard my son got to accidents, so I need to find out.
Oh, some people is a hater. I look at it like this.
Under Amanda.
Cat Williams at one point in time, him hating on Kevin Hart, I do feel like he hated a little bit. So Cat Williams at a certain time was on top, like Kevin Hart is on top.
Yeah.
We can all agree to that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So is it Cat Williams' fault or is it Kevin Hart's fault that Kevin Hart is taking all these minuscule, what some people might call corny movie roles and getting all this money? So
Well, I guess in my opinion, you have to we have to be clear, right? Because one, you said a lot right there. It's easier for me to come to a conclusion when we have like specifics that we're dealing with. So let's maybe dial it back just a little bit, and then one question at a time. What would the first question be?
okay, so if we want to start, I'll just say, because we were talking, me and nephew was talking earlier about
we're talking about Cat
and Kevin Hart.
yeah. So what
And
would be the first question
so-
related?
Nephew said that Cat was a hater.
Okay.
Right, through the interview.
Yeah.
And so my defense was, I feel like in just the Kevin Hart situation,
Yeah.
do I think that Cat hated a little bit on Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
I would say a little bit. And only reason why I would say that is because personally, and this is just my opinion, when you're on top, like how Cat was on top at one point,
Yeah.
like how Kevin Hart is on top right now,
Yeah.
right? Kevin Hart is in so many movies. He's in so many things, in my opinion,
Yeah.
because he doesn't turn anything down,
Yeah.
right? So do I feel like Cat could possibly be hating on Kevin Hart a little bit? Because when Cat Williams was on top,
Yeah.
he didn't utilize the things
That's
he
my
could have
question.
utilized.
When was Cat Williams ever on top?
let
Comedy-wise,
him
he
finish.
had-
Let
he
him
had good
finish what he
comedy
was saying
specials.
because I'm still trying to absorb like everything from your perspective. If you don't mind, I just want to.
Well, I was just saying, as far as Cat Williams was, for a year or two, was one of the most popular comedians.
Yes.
He was out. So that's why I said when he was on top as far as his popularity, I feel like right now he's hating a little bit on Kevin Hart because Kevin Hart utilized his popularity better than Cat did at that time. So what we were talking about as far as is Cat Williams a hater, I would say with Kevin Hart a little bit, but with everybody else, I feel like it was an explanation of his side of the story, and you can't
side, like
Cat Williams' side, as far as him, what he said about all the people he talked about in the interview.
Okay,
that's his side of the story.
Yeah,
you can't tell somebody their side.
Yeah,
they can tell you how they feel, and it just is what it is. But when we were talking about, because he said that Cat Williams was a hater, I said the only part of that I agree with is the Kevin Hart portion, where I feel like, in a sense, Cat Williams feels like he didn't capitalize on his popularity.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Actually, before I ask a question, so I didn't mean to cut you off, nephew. You had something that you wanted to chime in and say, because I don't know all the facts and details about Kevin Hart versus Cat Williams. I only have like an opinion based on like a minimal.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, so it's been going on for a little while, and Kevin always takes the high road. Most of the time, he ignores it.
Yeah.
He clapped back subtly on his NBA.
How long has it been going on for?
About
you
2
think?
3 years.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So the reason I say Cat was a hater, right? It's not just based on the
Pull
Kevin
your
Hart
mic
stuff.
up, nigga.
It's not based on just the Kevin Hart stuff. It's based on what he said about the people. If he would have just came out and gave his opinion on something, that's your opinion.
Who's that? Cat Hart? Cat Williams?
Cat, yeah.
What opinion did he have about the
Nothing.
people?
There was no opinion. It was just stuff that he was saying, like these people steal jokes. This person did this person did that. But he failed to mention that he stole JB Smooth's joke. He didn't mention
Cat
that.
Williams?
Yeah, Cat stole it. Cat stole JB Smooth's joke. He didn't mention that. He just mentioned the other people. It's comedy.
So what about
jokes float?
What about Cat versus Kevin Hart? Like,
he said that Kevin Hart is
see how
controlled
easy
by
it is.
white people.
See how easy it is. This is why I try
That's
to
the
stick
basis.
to the because one, I don't know a lot about it, so I'm trying to stick to the like the logical lane of information. See how easy it is to get off on something else based on an
different tangent.
opinion. Yeah, I just want to be educated on what has been going on because I have my own minimalistic
So the basis
opinion.
is Cat Williams is saying. So a couple years ago, Cat Williams said that Kevin Hart is controlled by white people. So he said, "Come to Philadelphia or wherever you want. We could set up a boxing ring, a basketball hoop. We could do a
Cat
freestyle."
said that to Kevin Hart?
Cat saying this to Kevin. We could do.
I think Kevin Hart will fuck him up.
I do
that
too.
nigga be working out.
He said,
and
"Well, he
shit.
got choked out by a 15-year-old." But
Oh yeah, I
besides
seen that.
He was like, "We could do a freestyle cipher, or you can get your ass dusted in comedy. $5 million each."
No,
part
1
and
million
parcel.
each. 5 million.
No, he
total.
said $5 million each, and then he said, "Oh yeah, he did." He said
1
$1
million
million,
each.
$5 million total, but he only listed 4 things. So I don't know about you, but 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 is 4. It's not 5. So once he can't count. Cat got embarrassed by getting arrested so much, hanging out with Suge Knight, and getting choked out by a 15-year-old teenager. So he started going after people to get his shit back up.
Cat did.
Yeah. Even in this new thing, he was talking about, he's like, "Oh, you guys know how I do. I jab a teenager, but I knock adults out." Why did you knock the teenager when he choked the shit out of you? Cat's just a hater, bro. No, he was never on top. He was he's one of the, still to this day, one of the best comedians. Don't get me wrong.
You
This
know
is
what?
tricky
you know
for
what?
me,
Yo,
bro.
Don't get me
hold
wrong.
on. I don't look at him as a hater. I look at him as a nigga who never put the dress on and let his nuts hang and did what he did and flexed on niggas.
See,
and
that's
he's
why
not-
it's hard for
He
me.
grabbed Damon by the nuts with pliers. I am a boy, Damon.
Nephew,
what are you talking
you gotta
about?
let him
Listen,
finish
bro,
though. This is
fall
why
back. Hold on.
we're quiet
Listen.
because
I sat back and just listened. And I'm
Yeah.
just going off of just pure in a simplistic form. The nigga is rich and successful himself.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams is. It's already known about his philanthropy of dealing with younger comics, things that I didn't know. Him putting money in people's
Yeah, I
hands.
learned a little bit about
I
that
think
too.
that's super fly, right? And when Beanie Siegel was talking about him giving $200,000 on the block in Philly to just the neighborhood on some GP
That was
shit
deep, man.
that was
Yeah,
different,
word up.
right?
Yeah.
Right. So what Cat is in the position of now is he's the nigga who hasn't been controlled by
Anybody,
the white people. When he's talking about control by white people, he's talking about the niggas who had to put that industry dress on.
So nephew, what do you think about that? Like, do you think
Well, so a lot of people talk about that. Cat Williams literally had to grab a dude by the balls with pliers.
Yeah, that's not put.
Okay,
Let's keep it a buck. That's different
let's
than
get
putting
that.
a dress on.
Second of
nigga.
all, the Beanie Siegel handing out. He got beat up at a Beanie Siegel concert because
All
he
right,
got
so-
high off of drugs and tried to fight somebody.
So nephew,
Either way, nigga
nephew,
gave away
because
$200,000.
I respect all of your guys' opinions, right? So I'm gonna ask you a question the same way I asked Quest, based on So I really, you got to keep in mind, I don't have any emotional attachment to who's right, who's wrong, who wins, who loses. I don't care either way, right? So it's not about things that cause me to form an opinion. I just want facts to help me come to a better conclusion, because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like you're like emotionally invested
Nah,
in
no.
Kevin Hart and Cat Williams. What I'm saying is give up some facts, because like I didn't know about the whole him giving money in Philly and all that, but that helped me to formulate a better opinion of him, because I was like,
Which is why
he
I
wasn't
counted.
around telling people about
No,
that.
he wasn't.
Then it took me down the rabbit hole of mad other people saying he looked out for him.
What-
So it's helping me.
Boosie talking about the nigga
Yeah.
handing them stacks.
yeah, well,
So
without people saying, "Hey, look at me and what I'm doing."
Exactly.
But hold on,
That nigga's too up to hate, is what
Hold
I'm
on.
So
saying.
what is it about
Hold on,
you
Cat
that
Williams-
makes you not?
hold on. Cat Williams did come out and say that he gave that $200,000 to Philly. It was after he got beat up at the Beanie Siegel concert.
Yeah, but even if he did it out of the kindness of his heart, there's nothing wrong with that
At all.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just asking, like, what makes you have such a strong, I hate to say it, biased opinion?
No.
Because you could say Kevin Hart is
I'll tell
right
you
in
why.
this way,
I'll tell
Cat's
you why.
right in this way, Cat's wrong in this way, Kevin's right in this way, but it sounds like you're straight Kevin Hart.
I'll tell you why.
Without entertaining
Yeah,
anything
where's the
positive.
hate? Where's the
about-
hate format?
Yeah, because I don't understand.
I'm gonna tell
What's
you right
hate?
now.
Yeah,
Hold
what's
on,
the
I'm gonna
hate
tell you right
part?
now.
And I'm not
Right, hold on.
against you at all.
Oh, no,
I
I
really
got you.
just want to
So
understand.
this is the reason. Every time somebody that's black gets successful, it's always another black person trying to tear him down. They had to suck a dick. They had to do something. They didn't get it off their own GP.
That's true.
It wasn't their strength that got them there. It wasn't their hard work that got them there. They had to do something. So this man,
Compromise,
Kevin Hart, has worked his ass off his entire life
And wore a
for
dress.
this dude to try to come and say something.
And wore a dress.
So what?
That's a definitive thing that
I
you
guess-
can't so what
so
about.
So what?
But this is, I
A lot
guess,
of people have
massive.
wore dresses. White people wear dresses too. Jim Carrey, his famous In Living Color thing was Farrakousa. He wore a dress.
But
He's not black.
But that's the thing, though. That has been the blueprint of all successful
It
black.
has not.
Oh, okay.
It kinda
Yo,
has.
listen. No. You
Denzel's
can't tell.
never wore a dress.
You can't tell nephew that.
Denzel never wore a dress.
Nephew
Samuel
don't, he
Jackson
don't-
never wore a dress.
Yeah, they're the OGs. They're not.
Michael B. Jordan never wore a dress. The dude that beat up or got beat up by the white girl, and Balboa never
they-
wore a dress.
Comedian.
There's a ton of people who never wore. Bernie Mac never wore a dress.
There's a lot of niggas that
Steve
have
Harvey's
though.
never wore a dress. Cedric the Entertainer's never
yes,
wore a
he
dress.
has.
I've never seen Steve Harvey.
Steve-
wear a dress.
Cedric-
Just
Cedric
because
wore a
you ain't
dress.
seen it, bro, don't mean it didn't
Cedric
happen.
wore a
bro.
dress. He wore a dress.
There's
he was
a
a
lot
house.
of niggas that
He was
wore
a
dresses.
housekeeper.
Yeah, and there's a
in
lot that
something.
hasn't. Oh yeah, that was called The Housekeeper. The
Yeah.
movie.
So we got all right. So we got Chris Rock. He wore a dress. Arsenio Hall. He wore a dress. See, right there.
Oh, Arsenio's
In
definitely wore a dress.
In the housekeeper.
He
right
was
there.
Hold up, those are.
No, but I'm just saying.
How many
I'm just
are
saying.
comedians?
All right,
so that's two.
I'm
that's
about to
comedians.
name every comedian that's
Michael
wore a dress.
Cheese never wore a dress.
All right, so we had Chris Rock. He wore a dress. Arsenio. He wore a dress. Obviously Tyler Perry. What's his name? What's Blade's name? What's his name?
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. He wore a
Tu
dress
Wong
in
Fu.
two movies.
Tu Wong
Tu
Fu.
Wong Fu and something else. Then you
But
got
hold on,
Juwan.
hold on.
Let him go.
But he's not a
No, no,
comedian.
let him go.
He's
Let
not
him
a
go.
comedian.
All these dresses. All these
Juwanna
dresses.
Man. Juwanna Man. What was that guy's name?
I know you're talking about. He played in the BET.
Yeah,
Jamie
he's
Foxx?
I know you're talking
no.
about.
But we're gonna get to Jamie Foxx. He wore a dress too. But the guy that was in Juwanna Man, he's like a low budget comedian, but he's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
yep, I know you're
but
talking about.
you know, he's a comedian. Damon Wayans, he wore a dress. The Holiday dude, he's not a comedian, but he wore a dress in the last Holiday. Big nigga from
Ving Rhames.
Vin Rhames.
Yeah, he played the
Yup.
transvestite.
All right. So then you had Keenan and Kel. They both wore dresses. Then you had Terry Crews. He wore a dress. Then you had You had the Wayans brothers. They wore a dress.
women.
Obviously, Martin, he wore a dress. Obviously, Eddie Murphy, he wore a dress. Jamie Foxx, he wore a dress. Steve Urkel, he wore a dress.
Hold on, I
Will
got a
Smith,
question.
he wore a dress.
And got fucked
Chris
in the ass
Rock,
in the movie.
Chris Rock, he wore a dress.
What did Eddie Murphy wear the dress in? I don't remember. That's why I was asking. That's why I was trying to cut
He
you
was
off.
the clumps.
He's
He
the
was the
mom,
clumps.
the
He was the
grandma.
grandma. He was the clumps. He's a female.
the clumps.
In the clumps.
In the clumps. Got you, got you, got you.
yeah.
Kevin Hart wore a dress on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
That was his choice, not Kevin Hart. Eddie Murphy, by the way.
No. That was his
Either way,
choice.
either
That
way,
was his
nigga, he's
choice.
still
I'm
right.
not saying. See, this is my throwback at what you're saying.
Yeah.
Some of the people you would have to think, do I or do I not want to take this role?
Of course they do.
I get that, but what I'm saying is to a point, to Cat's point, or to somebody like Bernie Mac's point. So certain comedians can only get to a certain level because they refuse. It's just like this. Yasin Bey is one of the dopest rappers alive. Dave Chappelle is one of the funniest comedians alive, and he's popular. Could his popularity be different if he chose
I don't think so.
to take a certain road after with the
Of course.
his popularity would be way different, even if after the Dave Chappelle show, if he would have turned that some other way, or if he would have went with how they wanted it to go, his popularity would be different.
Yes, it would.
Kevin Hart's
Chappelle
popularity,
talked about that.
Kevin Hart's popularity, he's so popular, and this is just my opinion, is because, in my opinion, he don't turn down
Nothing.
a motherfucking
Nothing.
role. He's popular because he's coming out with a movie every 6 months because that motherfucker is working like a bitch.
This is
And
what I was
some of
saying.
the
Talking
ro-
about Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And some of the roles, some of the movies we might consider corny. Some of the movies we might be like, I don't know. But that's just all of our personal opinions. But as far as, like I said, and that's where it came in for me with the Cat part, where he
Let me
could
clap
possibly
back
be
one
a
thing.
hater, is because he wasn't willing to take on some of those
Or
corny ass roles.
compromise what he deems as
integrity.
his standards and integrity.
That's his
Okay.
views, yeah.
Hold on. Then let me clap back with this. Martin playing
Shanae.
Shanae. Was it funny or not?
Yes, it was.
Yes, yeah, it was funny.
It was funny, especially
Jamie
when I
Foxx
was.
playing Wanda. Was it
It's
funny
not
or not?
about
Yes.
being
But,
funny.
let
Tyler
me-
Perry's Medea. Is it funny or not?
That's
Funny
a
as
great.
fuck.
That's a great
So
question
it's
and
funny.
a great way to put it. But
It's
you got to
funny.
keep in mind that
It's not about
when
not being funny,
When I
bro.
reference it being funny, I have to keep in mind that I was a young ass impressionable kid,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of the point of
Not for
them
Tyler
saying.
Perry.
I mean, we were kids. We were in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade.
Yeah.
So at that point, your analytical brain isn't telling you like, oh, maybe this is something that will sway me or lean me into being or acting a certain way. Not to say that that's exactly what it was, but if we're sitting there watching transgender and gay shit on TV all day today and it's funny to these kids, it's the same effect. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
I do, but I disagree 100%.
if your kids are sitting there watching
TV don't turn kids gay.
My little brother's gay. I have nothing against gay people. I don't feel like you can be turned gay. That's not
You're
my
born
point.
gay.
What I'm saying is if there was never any Tupac being played ever in hip hop, there are a lot of people that wouldn't have tried to act like they were gangsters.
Facts.
That's
There
a
was
fact.
There's
no
influence.
NWA.
That's a fact.
TV, music, and media influence whether you want to agree or
Yeah.
not.
No, definitely.
It's just the way of
Definitely.
life.
But-
I would have
but-
never, I
but
would have
the
never
difference-
lifted like Ronnie Coleman
Yeah,
if
but the
Ronnie
difference, I think-
Coleman wasn't on YouTube being Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah, but see, the
right.
difference, I think, with the parallel with Tupac and gay people, nobody's trying to act gay.
I don't think there's a parallel. It's not a parallel. It just is what it is because when you have cartoons and you have Shanae, right? It's not about acting. It's about the representation of what it actually is.
Yeah.
So when you're a young kid or an old adult, you understand that this is a man that looks like a woman and it's funny. It's not like you're saying as a kid, oh, they're trying to lead me to be gay or anything. No, but that can break down certain walls that helps you to accept certain things that you previously wouldn't have accepted.
Because
And
my
comedy is an easy usher into it as well, because that's where a lot of the black men
Did you
in
hear what
the
he said?
dresses.
He said it's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. Inclusion's never bad.
I think that's part of the problem is that we put it on a scale of good or bad, right?
Oh, no, okay,
Now,
gotcha.
it's not about good or bad. It's about should this be introduced to a young mind or not?
Yeah, why not?
So you feel like sex being introduced to kids that are 7 to 10 years old on TV is okay?
I'll tell you why.
No, answer the question.
Yes, I'm gonna. Can I
7
answer
to
the
10
question?
year olds
Yes,
being introduced
and I'm going to tell you why.
sex.
Wow,
Yes,
that's not good.
I'm going to tell you why.
Please.
I knew a kid named Nelson. He's one of my best friends in the world. We knew Nelson was gay when he was 5 years old.
I knew my little brother was gay when he was one and a half.
He skipped
bro.
rope. He did all that stuff. I think there was more shit that Nelson could have seen on TV that related to him. It wouldn't have took him till he was 22 years old to come out of the closet.
Well, he's one of how many?
The same way black people fight to try to see black people on TV and black inclusion is the same reason they're fighting. It's just people don't like it. They're the next bigoted culture. It was black people, now it's gay people.
Well, color and culture are two different things.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
I think it's kind of like
color and culture are two different
well,
things.
black culture, gay culture. I'm talking about culture. I'm not talking about
Nah,
just 'cause
listen.
the
You
color.
can't
Listen for a second.
you
Nah,
can't
bro.
blur those lines.
You can't, bro.
You can.
Listen. No, I'm not saying I can't control what you do as a specific
Yeah.
individual, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that logically blurring those lines is like pushing the goalpost so far back that you might as well not have a conversation about anything that makes sense in any way. Because you're talking about 5 years old being gay. I'm telling you, my brother has been gay his whole life, and we knew that when he was 1.5 years old.
How long did he come out?
Let me finish. So we didn't have that distorted view of him being gay. We didn't have any judgment on him because we already knew he was gay. I'm only 10 years older than him. So when he was 2, guess how old I was?
12.
At 2 and I'm 12, I still feel like this 2-year-old shouldn't have been able to sit in front of TV that showed him any sexual content, whether it be gay or heterosexual, because your brain isn't developed enough to process that. It can sway you into thinking certain things. Now, if your brain's developed enough for sexual conversation as a teenager, yes, then you introduce it to him.
I see what you're
But
saying.
my point earlier was, if you're introducing gay cartoons or shenanigans to people like myself when I was young, yes, it can have an effect. Good or bad, I can't answer that. All I'm saying is the brain isn't developed enough to be introduced to rocket science when you're not built for it.
I have a quick
But,
question.
hold on. You still didn't answer my question.
What was your question? You didn't ask a
I did.
solidified question.
I did. I said-
Ask the question.
I said, when did he come out?
Alex was high teens when he came out.
Okay, do you think it would have been earlier or more comfortable if he saw people that looked like him on TV?
Now, Alex was already integrated with people that were
Like
gay,
him, yeah.
right? It wasn't about TV for him. Do you know what it is about?
No, I'm not. That's
Let
not,
me
that wasn't
finish.
the question, though, Cap. You're dodging the question. I'm asking you, do you think it
Let
would
me
be easier?
Let me. No, I don't.
Okay,
If
that's
you've seen
the
it on
answer.
TV, now I'm gonna explain to you my personal experience, not one that I'm gonna theorize or think I know or assume. I'm gonna give you my personal experience. So Alex was already integrated with people that were gay, bisexual, right? As soon as he found out that we didn't care whether he was gay or not, he was perfectly fine with it.
How did you find that out?
I'm still trying to finish speaking, brother, but it's so hard for you to just sit
Well,
and listen.
I had a question. My bad. Go ahead.
So when he was, I'm not going to put too much of his personal business out there. When he had issues with it and we confronted him and said, hey, we already knew since this point in time, his whole life changed. So it had nothing to do with anything other than him being a regular human being going through regular processes in life. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can be a female attracted to males, a male attracted to vice versa.
Yeah.
It was just a regular individual going through puberty in life. That's all it was.
And he was worried about what y'all thought.
And he was worried about us, nothing else.
So it had nothing to do with what was on TV.
Nothing
No,
at
see,
all.
Hold on. Let me. But,
Okay.
TV wouldn't have helped. He was only concerned with his brothers because we raised
but
him.
Okay.
why? But why did he feel like you guys weren't going to?
That was a personal dilemma that he had to deal with.
That's my point. It's
You,
because
wouldn't know that unless you were him.
everybody here in this room knows at least 6 or 7 people that be like, fuck them faggots.
I
Fuck
don't.
them
Nah,
gay ass
I
niggas.
don't.
No, that's
I
that,
don't.
Gay ass
nah.
niggas. I know a ton of people like that.
I don't.
Well, I mean, but But that's you
I know,
personally
John.
feeling.
You know, everybody here knows.
I'm trying to think if
I don't
I
want to
know
name names.
anybody that.
I don't want to. I know you know at least two.
It don't
You know
matter.
at
No, I
least 3
don't.
It don't matter though. My sister.
know-
Shit, if I
You
do,
do.
you got to tell me who
Yeah,
they are because I don't know.
Not online.
No,
or
I
not
know.
on air.
Like my sister is gay. Like it don't matter what. Like, cause I'm not in her shoes,
Yeah.
and regardless of what's on TV or what I think she lives, I don't know that because I ain't. Gay. I don't know.
It's there's a reason people don't want to come out. It's societal. There's a reason people don't
So
want to come
is
out.
this from personal experience or
Yes.
is this something that you theorize that
No,
is correct?
this personal experience. I told you my best friend Nelson he's gay. I knew he was gay since he was a kid. It took him 22 years to come out.
So do
He
you
was
feel
scared
like
what his
every?
brother thought?
I don't know. This is just a question.
My
Do you
wife's cousin Peter. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
See how I got quiet?
My bad. No, go ahead.
So do you feel like every gay individual who has to come out, do you feel like their experience is the same, or could it be possible that they're different?
It's very close to every gay person. I know a lot of them. It's very similar. They're scared of what their family's gonna think because of society, how society looks at gay people. They're petrified.
So you feel like all their experiences are the same?
Similar, very similar.
I don't. That's hard for
I'm
me
not
to
saying
say
I'm not
that.
saying they're
I mean, I
all
get-
exactly the same, but they're very similar. I know. Oh, go ahead, hon.
So I can't agree or disagree with what you're saying because I don't have that experience that you have.
Right.
I can just speak on the topic as far as how it relates to me. Okay, my daughter is 12 years old. Okay, now at 10 years old, when you were 10 years old, did you go to your mom and say, "Hey, mom, what's a pansexual"? You had no idea what the fuck that
That's
was.
deep.
At all.
I remember
see-
you said
so-
some shit to
so-
me about
so-
that. Remember
so-
that?
Yep,
So,
I do.
and I'm not mad at
topic.
the representation. I'm not mad at people wanting to see people that look like them do or be anything, because that, in a sense of inclusion,
What is a pansexual again?
I'm about to explain to you.
Yeah.
Because the inclusion is okay. But what I had to learn is a pansexual is an individual that doesn't identify as nothing. It's not a man or a woman. It's just a person. So
And
there's
they
no
also don't care about sexual.
and there's no
their
sexual
partner.
preference. So a pansexual is a man that can fuck anything. It doesn't make a difference. I'm not gay.
Can it be
I'm
a
not-
woman?
It can be a woman.
Or-
It can be any part. That's just what you identify as.
Yeah.
It's just like when we had the conversation about the kids nowadays identifying as a furry.
Yeah.
Where we talked
Oh, yeah,
about how
okay,
they
okay,
identify
That's
as an animal.
Yeah.
But see, to your logic, you see how you just laughed at that?
Yeah, it's
to
funny.
but it's funny, but to your logic, that representation is the same thing as what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're 100% correct. And it's going to take somebody like me, I don't know, 10, 20 years to, if it's normal when it's an actual thing, it's going to take me that amount of time.
'Cause I think-
the same way it took that amount of time for gay and trans people.
Because I think so when they talk about different things in different countries. So when I was in France, right?
There you go.
Here we go. Whatever. But when I was in
Passport.
France,
Passport.
when I was in
Hood
France, right? I noticed that there's a bunch of titties all over the TV, and
Like
me
on
being,
regular TV?
and me being from America,
What channel was that?
I
But
got
me being-
VPN on my shit. I'm about to surf.
but me
what
being
channel
from
was
I need Freaks TV.
but seriously, me being from America, I was thrown back by that a little bit because it was just regular. Okay, when you go to
Hold
Italy,
on.
Let me
What
finish.
was the titties with no bra or
Titties
was it
with no
yeah,
bra,
just
just titties.
Oh shit.
And so when you go
European
to
countries don't
and
do
when you
that.
go and when you go to Italy, and you're 14, 15 and you're sitting down to have dinner with your family and everybody's got a glass of wine, that's okay.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the hard part for me personally, the hard part where I don't want to disagree with him is the fact that, just like you said, Kurt, as a young black kid, I wanted to see black kids do things that I wanted to do on TV because it gave me hope that I can see somebody do something that I want to do or be what I want to
Damn,
be.
I don't think I said all that.
Like Panthro and the Thundercats.
Nah, but you know what I'm saying. As far as when we talked about
I
representation,
think my whole thing is like I don't
but the
all right,
sexuality.
So I stand in a position that is so unbiased, right? It's usually hard for people to assume that position because I don't lean left, I don't lean right, I don't lean in the middle. I'm open because I want to absorb information and I just want to fully understand where you come from, right? So if you're giving me information and it's emotionally charged before it's intellectually charged, I have to question why that is.
Yes.
But if you can dial back and give me facts, now I understand being passionate about stuff, but at the same time that if your emotions are controlling the information you're giving me, it's always been a red flag for me. I don't know why it's been like that in my life, but it's always been like that.
You know, and I agree with you. And so, but that's what I said. For me as a parent, this is me personally.
Yeah.
You know, the over sexualization in our society.
That's what I was trying to say. That word, I can't even.
And I think that's where. And I think that's what we were. I think that's what
honestly,
we're.
That's the word.
Honestly,
How you
over
say it?
sexualization.
Honestly, I could be
Sexualization.
I could be persuaded by Cap's point that
I don't want you to be persuaded.
no,
ever,
I know,
though.
honestly, no, because like you said, you want facts, you want to
Yeah,
learn.
that's all
I listen
because I want
take
to
the
when I
information
leave,
in.
I want to understand your perspective
Yeah, no, I
too.
take the
Because
information in. It is crazy. I think it is.
Yeah.
Like, I could be wrong. Maybe you
like
shouldn't
what
have
can
that
be
shit.
crazy though?
The 10-year-olds being able to see all the sexual shit. Maybe I'm wrong on that point. I get that. My point was basically the transgender and the gay people seeing stuff. But it doesn't have to be sexual if that's what you're saying, like seeing people fucking on TV.
Yeah, sexual.
Yeah,
The
that's what I
videos
meant.
with
Yeah.
the twerking and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yes.
And so,
I mean,
and
I don't like seeing the shit as an adult now.
But
'cause
that's
I-
what-
it's like. I hate when I get on like I stopped getting on TikTok and Instagram as much in the last 30 to 60 days because I be looking up mad like workout shit, right?
Yeah.
So the workout shit that I look up started turning into mad bitches working out.
Son.
And small ass
son,
shorts.
Yeah, and
son.
I ain't gonna lie, I like looking at bad bitches. Don't get it twisted, but that's not my mission. And I
I
realized it was
noticed the
just
same shit.
That's a trend.
it was mad shit, just
Yeah.
hitting my. I'm like, damn, what happened to the deadlift information I was looking for?
Nah, you getting these BBWs.
But just like you
nigga.
Yeah.
But just like you said, and just like he said, I think we were all saying the same thing. But
Yeah.
for you to break it down is saying the emotional part. I think he's right.
Yeah.
I think he's right in the simple fact of just like you said. I want to see representation of things that I can do and that I can be as a black man.
Yeah,
I do agree, even though I don't agree, but I agree because I want anybody to be whoever they are.
Yeah.
I don't care who you want to be,
Yeah.
long as you want to be the
'Cause
best
we love
you.
everybody.
That's what
We
I
ain't
said.
got
Long
no-
as you want to be the best you
Yeah.
can be, I don't care about none of that.
Real
you know what I
shit.
mean? So it is important for, like he said, a young kid who is a boy that feels like a girl or is a girl that feels like a boy
Yeah.
or however they feel, to be able to see somebody that looks like them,
Yeah.
to give them hope that they can do and be whatever they want to be,
And-
regardless of their sexual preference,
Yeah.
because that's what
And
it's
if I
boiling
feel-
down to.
Like, if I feel emotional, if you feel I feel emotional about it, I am. It's because I am.
it's not me throwing a
No, a shot. It's not.
like a
But
shot or
I
anything.
am
I
super
just
emotional
I
about
can't
it.
help but to shoot from the hip when
Yeah,
it comes to
you-
how I
am
feel.
emotional about it. You're 100% correct.
But I mean, that's the whole
And it's-
thing. That's the whole thing too. And that's the good part about this conversation is the simple fact that you're passionate about.
It's because I have gay best friends.
But you're passionate about people being
My
who
little
they
brother
are.
is gay, man.
Yeah, I feel
I
you.
literally almost caught a charge over him like 45 days ago. Like, and when I say a charge, like,
Prison.
God, please forgive me for some things that I've absorbed throughout my life, but certain things is just like
Yeah,
my first instinct is to do some shit, and I'm glad that that's the second time. The other time was when that weird nigga did that weird shit, and so God helped me walk away from this shit, right?
Yeah.
That's my little brother. He's gay. I don't give a fuck if he's gay. He's happy. He's that's all I give a fuck about. Like I don't have the biased I don't even know how to put it. Like I don't have the weird thoughts on people. Like
Typical hood.
like there's a
mindset.
few of my peoples is gay. I know a gay nigga that's my peoples that'll fuck you up. He'll
Word
take you
up.
on the court, whoop your ass. You talk shit, he gonna whoop your ass. And then if he pop off on you and you get the best of him, I'ma whoop your ass. You know what I'm
Word
saying?
up.
Like, but it's
Yeah.
never I just don't have those lines. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a heterosexual male. That's how I walk. But everything else, I just don't
Let me ask you a
live
question.
in those
Hold on,
lines, man.
because he said he wanted facts. So
I just want one question.
The number one cause of death between gay and transgender people
Is that a question?
is suicide.
I didn't know that.
It's suicide.
I got a question for you though. Do gay niggas say pause?
You stupid.
I doubt it.
You stupid.
I doubt it.
Somebody said pussy.
Or do they
something.
say no Diddy?
Nah, I don't think they
This
say
nigga
nothing.
is
Bro.
stupid, man.
So listen, real quick.
Stupid.
Real quick. So, man, listen, y'all. I'm the asshole, so
No Diddy.
no Diddy. But if you go to your gay friend house and he said, "Hey, yo, nephew, you want some of this meat?"
Oh my god.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of him.
Yo, so
Why?
This
he
is,
knows.
let me get back to where I'm at, right? So me personally, if I'm referencing any of my peoples that are gay
They're not gonna
and they're
approach you
cooking
like
out, like that's not the situation that I would be in.
that. I know.
And if they
Girl.
said, even if one of them was playing like, "Yo, Cap, you want some of this, mate?" Like, it would either probably be a joke or it wouldn't be like that.
Nah,
You
I
what
know,
I mean?
but
My
you know
ass
what I'm
off.
saying.
And-
But you know, hey, yo, you want some of this? Some of this sausage?
9 times out of 10, everybody say the food's done.
Yeah,
Word up.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you know,
Keep it a
there's
buck.
those funny. You know what I mean?
Yo,
There's
but
some
let's
funny
be
niggas.
real. There's probably a lot of
Homophilia.
There's probably a lot of niggas that aren't
That's a
comfortable
good
with their
word.
sexuality
That's what it's called.
that
right?
be bringing up
Homophilia?
shit.
No, it's not.
know.
That's not what it's called?
No.
Listen, if you're secure in who you are sexually,
It don't make a difference.
I don't feel like you would feel threatened by
Nah,
anything or
threaten, hell
anyone.
no. Hell
I just
no.
like to talk the shit because it'd be funny scenarios because
stupid, man.
I know brothers out here. I asked Quest this question, and I think I asked you this question.
You probably
too.
did, you fucking
I said,
weirdo.
"Yo, if you're so secure," and I'm not saying you specifically.
I
I'm
don't
just
care.
saying
You
in
can ask
general.
me whatever the fuck you want, nigga.
Because I went on this tangent for a while where I was asking niggas all the time.
Yeah.
Yo, you secure with your manhood? Fuck yeah, I'm secure with your manhood. So would you let a nigga braid your hair? Hell no, I wouldn't let him. Why not? I mean, I get it from.
I don't wanna
get it.
sit
I
between
get it.
no niggas'
That's what I said.
legs,
That's what I
nigga.
said. That's what I said.
I'm
now,
good with it.
I'm not.
You know what?
I'ma
Yo, you
let
know what
you-
I started thinking about when he said that? Like, damn, what I wouldn't give to have my hair back.
Yo, son, that's the first thing I thought too, son.
nah, but
Like,
you know,
My
but-
brother used to braid my hair. He's not Roy. He's not gay, but I sat there all fucking 5 hours while he braided my shit. I ain't never think about none of that.
But
shit.
what I'm saying is
I want my hair back, though.
As a grown man, yes, I would let another man braid my hair. Now, would I come and sit right here now as a grown man? Nah, I can't do
not.
that. But now, would it be different? Because would it be different if it was my brother? I've like
Yes.
I think
it,
we
it would be because with my brother cousins.
I think we hyper over analyze these situations based on as human beings needing a definitive outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Hyper masculinity.
So for example, when Roy he's the only one that braided my hair forever, right? I never thought about sitting between another man's legs, whether it be my brother or anybody else, just because it just never ever even
it wouldn't happen.
yeah. So it's like I sat between his legs for however many hours I did, right? But that thought never came into play. But if I was getting my hair braided by a gentleman that I knew was gay, would I feel and think differently? I honestly can't answer that because I'm a fly nigga and I'm kind of brolic. So I might feel like a nigga might be sizing me up depending on the real relationship we have with each other. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just
I'm
saying
just
when you
being
think
real.
when you think about it legitimately, like I'm not even trying to be funny
Nah,
about
real
it.
shit,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because it's just like when you think about it, my brothers,
Yeah.
when we used to come when we used to stay the night at your house, nigga, we all slept in the same
Same
bed.
bed.
Yeah.
Like it just was what
Pause,
it was.
nigga. Pause.
No
You know what I'm
Diddy.
saying? But
Nigga, me, Roy, and Cal peed in the
said no
same
shit.
bed.
son,
nigga.
come on, man.
We peed in the same
So,
bed.
you know, so-
waking up like
So it'd be hard
you
sometimes.
did that, nigga.
It'd be hard sometimes when these kids
It'd be hard sometimes.
no Diddy.
Pause.
Oh.
No Diddy. It'd be hard sometimes when the kids move the conversation as far
Yeah.
as the pause thing, and that's where I was bringing it back to.
It grows,
It's like
yeah.
it's just like, what would you do? Now, is that a personal choice? Because me personally,
always.
if Janet Jackson cut hair like the dude that cuts my hair, I'm going to Janet Jackson every time. Delvin, I love you, brother. But if Janet can cut my hair, like you can cut my hair, I'd never come see you again ever in my life. And that's just what it is. Because I would prefer somebody that looks like Janet Jackson. That's my preference.
I don't.
You know
think,
what I'm saying?
I don't think my wife is gonna let me go to get a cut from Janet.
Yo,
But I'm just saying. That's my preference. But if there was a dude, if you were nice at braiding and you had a chair and I came to your chair, you put the cape on and you did and there's no different from me cutting your hair.
Yeah, I was
where
gonna
gotta
say.
do this.
I was gonna say I don't feel.
There's no difference.
Facts.
I don't
There's
think it
no
would be
difference.
different.
put a hot towel on my face.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on. Like I
yeah.
said, for me, like I said, in the conversation, for me, there's no different. And that's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
Because society makes us over, what did you say?
It's
What
like
was
the
word?
divisiveness.
That's exactly what I said,
hyper-masculinity.
society.
They put niggas. I mean, it's
put us in
mad
a box.
divisive, man.
So-
I don't believe in that shit, bro. I feel like I stand where. And we got to get out of here soon, right? And I don't want to do this because I really wanted to ask y'all who y'all voting for this year.
Nigga, we got makeup time, nigga.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me
Niggas
some.
got makeup time.
I got one thing to say real quick about that
Makeup, nigga.
dress wearing shit, right? As a comedian,
Yeah,
if it gets a laugh, I'm gonna do it. I can't speak for him. He's a comic. I can't speak for him. But as a comedian, if it gets a laugh, I'm gonna do it. That's
Yeah.
my job, is to get the people to laugh. There's a reason why most of the people that put dresses on are comedians.
Yeah.
It's because that's what's
Yeah.
gonna get the laugh.
Yeah, and kill two birds with one stone.
Let me,
If it
let
gets
me
a laugh,
ask y'all
I'ma
a
do it.
question. Let me
Real
ask y'all a
quick, real
question.
quick. Did you laugh at my fault?
Nah,
Did
do
you
your
laugh
thing.
at Chris Rock in the movie where he wore the dress?
I don't know
Did you
what movie
laugh
it is.
at that? Because I didn't laugh at that.
I don't know
it
what movie
wasn't.
it was.
Chris Rock.
Did you
What movie was that with Chris Rock? I don't remember
Fifth
Chris
Ele-
Rock.
the Element movie.
No, that's Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
Oh, yeah, okay. I wasn't
You
Chris
talking
Tucker
to the wrong- I have
tripping.
a
My bad,
poster
my bad,
on my
my bad.
wall of Fifth Element. It's my favorite movie. I laughed every single time.
So did you laugh at the holiday movie when Vin Rames was the woman?
I never watched it.
No, I thought
Okay.
that shit was
I
creepy.
think
you
that shit
laugh?
looked disturbing, honestly.
I never watched it.
was
That dude's
creepy.
broad like to be in the dress.
Yeah,
too, bro.
that was
Did
disturbing.
you laugh
that
at
reminded me of
Joanna
Prince.
Man?
Yeah. I thought Joanna Man was hilarious.
I didn't laugh
so,
at that.
Nigga, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Would you put on a dress and play a role
That's
Yes.
real.
for $1 million?
Yes.
Nephew,
Yes. In a heartbeat.
would you kiss a man?
How much?
Same role, $1 million.
Yes.
Hoodro.
Probably not.
If that's my job, yes. And for another fact, I got kids. I'd be a bad dad if I didn't. To make sure they're financially set for the rest of their life, there's not a
So-
lot of stuff I wouldn't do.
So I'm not judging you, but I think putting being a bad dad and having morals are two totally
Different
different.
things.
Yeah,
You're
I think
100%
that's
correct.
I think that's a
100%
manipulative
correct.
way
Yeah,
to
that is
say I'm
very
a
much
good
so.
dad.
You are
That
correct.
is very much so.
Because my kids would understand if I said,
You are correct.
Deshaun told Juliet, I chose not to take this role and kiss this man because it would compromise how I feel.
Yeah,
Even
right.
though it could help to solidify some things in your lives. My kids would be like,
Cool, Dad.
Dad, we understand. When I told them niggas that I didn't have the money that I wanted to give them, like how I'm used to giving them for Christmas, they laughed at me. And at first I was like, are they just trying to be the cool kids, right? No, they was dead ass serious. Like, Dad, you've always given us this. You've always gotten us
Giving
that.
us too
And-
much, nigga.
Yeah. Deshaun still didn't cash the check that I gave him for Christmas.
Oh, that's real.
He don't think I know, but you know what I mean?
It ain't come out the account.
Yeah, so
real.
Tone cashed his shit.
Yeah, I
Quick
just,
as
I
a
just think
motherfucker.
for me,
Juliet waited a minute. Deshaun is like, I think, and he internalized it like, damn, my dad does so much. He goes all out. He probably doesn't even want to take the money, even though it's there. You know what I'm saying? So it made me feel bad. Like, damn, should I not have told them that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, you knew that they were ready and mature enough
Yeah.
to understand.
Yeah.
Because that's the relationship and the foundation
Yeah.
you set with them.
Yeah.
And it was just confirmation for them to react the way they did.
real shit, man.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like a job is a job. If I'm an actor,
Y'all ain't ask me though, nigga.
because
Yo,
there's
Cap,
no
you gonna,
question.
Cap, you gonna
I'm
put the
not-
dress on? $1 million? For the role. For the role.
I'm trying to get that meal, son.
Nigga, I'm gonna put the dress
I'm
on
putting
for
that
the mill.
motherfucker on. It's comedy.
It's comedy. I'm not
if
kissing the man,
if
though.
there's no gay shit,
I'm not kissing
Son,
the man, though.
look,
yo,
look.
if they say you just have to come out in a dress, That's what that's weird. If it's in the script and it makes sense and it's funny,
Maybe they
I'm
just
with it.
on a different level of Illuminati
It
and all
is,
that.
it is, it is.
Because if you ask me, nigga,
I
like
put the shit on, nigga.
in a
I
heartbeat.
ain't never doing no
I mean,
gay
because-
shit at all.
Because White
But
Chicks was funny.
It was.
if that's part of the role, kind of like you said, nephew, that's
Nigga,
my
Norbit,
job.
That's your
Norbit
job.
and the shit with Eddie Murphy was funny too when the niggas the females.
Oh yeah, Rasputin.
Yeah, but she's but
Clumps,
she,
Norbit.
but he's playing the part with Norbit where he's in the bed with
With himself.
bumping and grinding with Marlon Wayans. That's weird.
No, so what? When he
Norbit,
when
he was in the they was in the bed.
Some
on
of
top
these
of each
niggas
other.
be
That
wearing
was a little-
dresses for free.
But what I'm saying,
Facts.
but what I'm
Bill.
saying is in Norbit, he played Rasputia.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Yes.
But there was a scene in that movie
Where he's-
where
I
he's
remember.
on
Marlon.
top of him. Nah, I'm not with none of that.
So
Nah,
I'm not
all
with none of
respect
that.
to the
I'm
job,
not with
Cap.
that
I'm not with
scene.
none of that.
I'm not with that scene.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
You can turn the roll down if you
That's
want.
different.
That's what I'm
though.
saying.
It's
I'm
like-
not with none of that.
I'm
Like,
not
nah.
being
Like he's on
Yo,
top of each other.
Yo,
Like that. I'm not with
we
it.
got to focus up because once Hoodie get going,
Oh yeah.
look, once his hands start going up,
Once they start moving,
Hey,
nigga,
John,
like the
hold
last
up.
dragon,
He start,
nigga.
yeah, you know, and then, hold up, he start doing this.
Hey.
All right, so Quest, do that again one more time, Quest. When do you get the? So when we be in the gym and shit, right, and I tell him to get the fuck away from me, that's what he be doing. When I say get the fuck, he'll go like this. And then slowly, and then put his hand on your shoulder
Yeah.
and try to size you up. Nah, nigga.
Hey, I think John has something on some aliens in Miami.
Oh fuck.
Yo,
nah.
we gotta,
we gotta
let's
go.
save that for next
No,
time,
let's
man.
say that,
Nah,
bro.
nah,
Let's
but he's
say
got to
that.
bring that up though,
Yeah, I got that in the top.
because you know I check that shit
Yes,
out.
sir, nigga. Yeah.
Maybe we should send that in the group so everybody can check it out because I've been diving into that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you know I don't never be the nigga to want to run out of here, but guess who
Right.
said they here?
Hey,
Elizabeth
the
Manzella
warden. The
Poole.
warden.
Oh, but listen though, on some real shit though,
said here, nigga.
we do definitely want to thank all of our subscribers and all of our
Subscribers.
subscribers, and
Ba ba luba.
you know, all of our subscribers and all of our listeners. We definitely appreciate y'all. Like, follow, share,
Yeah.
Facebook, YouTube.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Comment. You know, everything. I do got to shout out my Aunt Regina.
Hey,
you know what I
hey.
mean? My Aunt Regina. Shout out my Aunt Regina.
Hey.
You know what I mean? She might be one of our. She might be one of our grownest listeners. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Aw, shoot.
She be calling me and she be like, "Yo, I just love y'all. Y'all are informative. It'd be funny.
Yeah.
You curse a little bit too much sometimes, but you know
Yeah.
what? She said it's not that bad. You know what I mean?
Yo, we did good this week.
Yeah, we
It's-
did.
yeah.
We did.
I'm
Yo,
trying.
and Hoodie, Friday we spoke about like reformatting the show. So let's talk about this on air before we leave. So what were the ideas that you had?
So my ideas for reformatting the show, I feel like from conversations that I've had with people, our episodes are very long. And I'm not saying that it's not informative, but it took me a couple days. It took me literally a couple days to watch that whole Cat Williams interview because it was 2 hours.
Yeah, it was
and
2
40
plus.
minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it took me a couple days to be
Yeah.
able to watch that. And so I feel like personally, if we condense it, you see how we were going at it and we had our information and we were packed full. If we can jam that into 45 minutes, maybe an hour max, but I would like 30 to 45 minutes of jam-packed action.
I'm with it.
I'm with
I
that.
feel
I'm
like
with it.
that would be a little bit better. That would create shorts that were effective.
So also you said that I think you said having a couple topics, like a
Yeah.
couple of us.
So it'd be like intro,
1 week,
outro.
A couple of us will have topics. We share them in a group so we all know what we're going to discuss, and then we have a couple minutes to discuss just whatever the fuck we talk about.
Yeah.
I think that's a good format though, because there's mad shit I be wanting to talk about. There's mad shit y'all. I be wanting to hear y'all because we're all fucking different. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear y'all different perspectives. I think next week we always do a good job, but I think next week we're gonna kill it even more.
I know that.
Just having this little bit of structure set up.
I mean, I just feel like, you know, we're at the stage now. You know, when we first started, our biggest goal was to be natural.
Yeah.
We
Organic.
we didn't organic. We didn't
Yeah.
want it to feel like it was
Scripted.
a scripted show.
Yeah.
Because it's not. It's a conversation amongst peoples, and I feel like we've had enough time to be able to. Nephew, you learning. You know what I mean? Because we all went through that same thing where especially me, you know me, I gotta get my shit off. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
think
you ain't gonna lie, my nigga. You probably had the hardest time, whether you realize it or not, because you used to saying what the fuck you want to say,
and
then not being interrupted at all ever. And if you get interrupted, you fighting to get your shit back.
So you know, and I think that we've come a long way. So I think now it's time for us to actually put a show on.
Yeah.
Like this is what we came here for. Yeah, it's still a conversation, and we might record for 35 minutes. We still might be here for 2 hours. It don't make a difference.
But let's put on a motherfucking show.
Let's put on a motherfucking show.
Happy birthday, Bob Watkins.